Hey Shopley fam, coming to you live from Australia today. It is good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are tuning in from. I know it's late in the US and the anticipation levels are incredibly high. It's been a crazy 24 hours leading into our marketplace launch. And, we were we've been, working on it for the last very long time, but full on for the last 24 hours testing. And oh, I can tell you, it is absolutely incredible. I love it. It is sleek, sexy, and I just can't wait for everybody to see it. We're testing out some of the vendors on the platform now, and it's just, getting incredibly exciting. I've been getting lots of messages all morning going, I've gone to Shopley.com and I can't see it. And I'm like, give us some time. We said we'd launch after our call tonight. So I know there is much anticipation there. Um, I've got Craig Schultz and Mike Craig here with me. Guys, what's the excitement level on your end?
Yeah, look, Rach, it's been a big journey. The lead up into Shopley 1.0 was a ride in its own right, and it's sticking fat, and a lot of people on here that were a part of the 1.0 launch. It feels like a never-ending story to get to this moment, but it is certainly worth the wait. Like when I first joined the vision, really, I caught the vision of the idea that we were able to create a shopping revolution. And then, we went into our original tech. But then once the Shopify integration opportunity come about, I thought, wow, my 5-year game plan has just been shrunk into 1 year. And it was really worth the wait because, when you can bring a brand on in the space of 5 minutes, when they don't have any real legwork, when they can have a $1 opportunity, and our business opportunity is truly 5 models built into one. So it's a bit of a choose your own adventure. Some people will go out there and try and be vendor store hunters. Some people will want to leverage our platform for the tech to launch their brand. Some people will just love to join on a $10 a month subscription to be able to sell products. And some people like me and Mike, we want to go and fulfill our sophisticated entrepreneurial skills and try and build multiple six-figure businesses in all four or five categories. For myself, I'm an influencer pro, and I sit on the other side of the fence as a vendor as well, and I believe Mike is too. So I'm just really excited to now be able to, loud and proud, take world-class tech to the market. So, what's your thoughts there, Mike?
Well, I echo everything you're saying, and I think what it sums down to is we've come to the point where we can now start talking about the value of the platform, and I think that's what's so exciting because without the actual functionality of the platform, none of the other things that you just talked about actually exist. So the real value really resides on the platform itself because that opens up the doorway to anything. So it gives anybody the opportunity to let their mind go wild, whether, like I said, whether they are a merchant, whether they are an influencer or an affiliate, whether they are somebody that's had some type of a networking background, or potentially just a customer that has a pleasure for residing on the platform to purchase. So we have really have kind of now, like I said, the culmination of now having that platform, which is the real value. So I look at this as now we have something to show, not because of the breadth of the platform. What we have to show, which is the most important thing, is the actual platform. Now, the people can go out and do whatever they want with that platform. The world is your oyster.
Absolutely. And I could not have said it better myself, guys. But we have our very special guest with us now, a man that needs no introduction. He's been backstage busily trying to finish everything off. Are you there with us, Nick?
I'm here. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
We can see you, we can hear you.
All right. What's up, everybody? First of all, I want to give a shout out to the entire team. Everybody has been working nonstop around the clock for weeks on end to deliver the new pieces that we're not quite, we haven't rolled out yet, commitments that we've made to you guys, new promos, new ideas. This whole, the whole business has been an evolution, over the last couple months, and it's turned into something, so beautiful. And I'm just so proud of every part of the team, whether it's a tech partner, whether it is an executive, whether it's a new team member like one we'll introduce to you guys today. Just everybody has been working so freaking hard, nonstop around the clock to get us to the point that we are now. And I look back at where Shopley 2.0 was, and we said, okay, within the next few months, we're going to have a new incentive plan. Check. New promoter packs. Check. New licenses. Check. A new vendor experience. Super big, over the top, massive. Check, check, check. New promoter websites. Going to talk about that tonight. New marketplace. Going to talk about that tonight. So when you think about the work that has been put into recreating, relaunching, and evolving this company to 3.0, it's been significant. I mean, significant lift. We redid, recreated, relaunched every major aspect of the company over the last few months. So big round of applause for everybody who was a part of the recreation of moving from 2.0 to 3.0. And what I want to tell everybody, tonight is that 3.0 is just another blip on the radar of our evolving. 3.0 will quickly, in 2 weeks, turn into 3.1. And 2 weeks after that, we'll turn into 3.2. And 2 weeks after that, we'll turn into 3.3. See, a lot of people thought that this was just, a clever way to repackage and repackage and re-promote Shopley. And what we keep trying to get across to people is we're a software, and the software went from 1.0 to 2.0 to 3.0, but it doesn't stop there. It then goes to 3.1, it then goes to 3.2, it then goes to 3.3, while we spend the next 6 months massively building out Shopley 4.0, which is already outlined and moving to becoming spec'd out, where it has this very specific, not to say spec three times, specific specifications. So it has this very specific specifications on a spec doc. Go ahead and say that 3 times fast. And I just want everybody to take in what the heck it is that has transpired here. And if you guys could do me a favor, if you haven't done it already, you probably already have, please give a ton of love to everybody involved with moving this company from Shopley 2.0 to Shopley 3.0, and understanding from your perspective that this is going to go to 3.1, 3.2, and 3.3 all by December 1st. So the rollouts that will happen, today and over the next few days, do not stop for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, let's continue to talk a little bit more about a conversation we've been having for about 2 or 3 weeks that we made the decision on effectively a few days ago, and it will be live sometime next week. And this is an idea that really was just a group idea from our top leaders, from our top executives, where we said, okay, how do we put the right incentives in the right place to drive the right behavior, right? The idea of what we do, this is never going to be a finished idea. It's never going to be a finished product, because we're always going to have better ways of understanding and executing and evolving the business model as a whole. And one of the things that became, abundantly clear is, okay, how do we incentivize acquisition of merchants more effectively? Specifically because right now the license is $1, so there's not a license bonus there. And candidly, gang, I don't ever see us going to a world where it ever becomes more than, and again, this is just us talking back and forth. This is not a commitment. It's not a quote. It's just kind of like an intuition. I don't know if we ever go past maybe $99 license fee for a merchant and then $99 a month. But right now it's $1 free for 3 months and then $99 a month. What I think happens after this is probably we do maybe $99 for the first 3 months and then $99 a month, or maybe we do something where it's free for your first month, $99 a month. We're going to try out different ideas, but we also need to figure out how do we incentivize correctly and appropriately the idea of merchant acquisition. And we've always known that somebody who is good at business development could literally focus only on merchant acquisition if they were good at that style of business. Merchant acquisition is a different style of business than selling a product. Merchant acquisition is a different style of business than building a team. It's B2B. It's a business person acquiring another business. It's a B2B sale. And B2B sales, business to business sales, is not for everyone. It's not a skill. I mean, let's be honest with each other. Sales is not a skill that everybody has. So acquiring businesses as a sales skill is a whole different elevated skill set that very few people have. So, we know that this is a business model inside of Shoply that we need to develop an entire promoter method of operation. What does this person do? How do they do it? How do they acquire merchants? How do they present? Thankfully, right now, the presentation's easy. It sounds like this. Hey, Mike, you got a business on Shopify?
Yes.
Good. I've got this platform that's launching. It's $1. I want you to sign up for $1. Here's the link. Sign up, set some commissions. We're going to go sell some stuff for you. You don't have to pay us until after we get you, after we acquire some of these customers for you. And then in 3 months, it'll be $99 a month to be on the software, plus commissioning us to get you some customers. But for right now, it's $1. It's free for 90 days. Fair enough?
Yes, free.
Here's the link. Here's the link. Sign up. That's the presentation. I think a lot of you guys are getting a little bit lost in trying to spend an hour to present $1. And I don't know why you need to spend an hour to present $1, right? You should spend 60 seconds presenting $1. But as this, moves forward, when we actually get this to the point, which could be much sooner than later, where, hey, it's $99 sign-up fee for a license and then $99 a month, that takes a little bit more salesmanship. And the second part of this, and I think the much more important part, is we're going to be teaching this method of operation to people that want to acquire merchants. We're going to be teaching them how to launch an affiliate network through their merchants' best customers. That is an entire business model in itself. And 99% of you will never do this, will never touch it, but you can get paid off it. You will have people in your team that will run this as a business model, and you're going to get paid off the acquisition of these affiliates. So that would sound something more like this. Mike, I'm going to pretend you are a supplement line in this scenario, okay?
All right.
So, hey, Mike, you've been with us a couple months. We've got you some sales. You know, you got a couple $1,000 in sales. You know, pretty simple, right? Pretty clean, pretty simple. You happy with, you know, the basically free customers that we're driving to you? You're paying us after the fact.
Yep.
Question: have you ever thought about launching your own affiliate channel through your own customer base, taking your best customers, activating them as affiliates to go make sales for you and your business? Has that thought ever crossed your mind?
Yes, but it's not easy to do, and it takes a lot of my time and things that I'm just, one, I don't really know much about, or two, I don't have time to do it, period.
That was absolutely going to be my next question to you, is why haven't you done it? And it's probably going to be software. How do you do this? How do you launch it? How do you manage it? How do you commission people? How do you maintain the people? How do you train the people? How do you, all of those things that probably have crossed your mind, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so here's another service that I provide. You've obviously seen that some people have been interested in selling your products, people that you
Right.
don't know, but you really don't have any influence on that. I can show you different ways to get more visibility through Shoply. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to be an affiliate manager for you. I'd like to activate, I'll do it a different way. How many total customers have you acquired in the history of Mike Craig Supplements?
How many customers?
Yeah, total customers.
Total customers altogether, 2,500.
2,500. Okay. Now, of those 2,500, how many of them have bought maybe more than 10 times?
10%.
And so 250 customers.
Yep.
And I bet you a lot of those 250, do they post about you and tag you? And a lot of them even refer their friends to you. And you don't
Yeah,
even
we
ask them to, right?
encourage
It's just
it.
organic, right?
Yep.
Well, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to have you get an affiliate manager license. It's a $99 license for our software. You'll pay $20 a month for usage of this. And what I'm going to do is, with my knowledge base, I'm going to grab those 250 best customers you have, and I'm going to ask them if they want to become an affiliate to sell your products through the Shoply software. Shoply will do the software, they'll do the tracking, they'll do the commissioning, they'll pay them the money, they'll do all of that. I will train them, I will handle the questions, I'll do all of that as the affiliate manager. All I need for you is to work with me to do some emails and some messaging and some outbound to your best customers who want to activate as an affiliate. Are you open to that idea?
100%.
Okay, let's pause right there, guys. So we've never trained any of you guys these ideas yet, because there was no reason to train any of you guys these ideas. We weren't ready to teach you guys these ideas. But we've always known that once it's time, we will have people in your team that all they're going to do is go acquire merchants. And then after they acquire those merchants, they're going to work with those merchants to activate those merchants' best customers to become affiliates for that merchant. Mike, here's another idea I want to run past you on this, or another, I guess, benefit I want to run past you. Just so you know, as you're aware, Shoply's a marketplace, right?
Right.
Would you agree that your customers buy other stuff, and also some of them who are affiliates for other things, that they sell other people's stuff?
Sure.
Well, what you don't know is, when I activate these customers for you as affiliates, not only when they buy and sell your products, are you as a brand getting more sales, but also if they buy or sell any other product in our marketplace, you actually are going to get a commission override on that as well.
So that's my customer. So now I'm going to earn on other companies selling my customers' products that I'm earning money on.
Correct.
I'm in.
So your customer, let's say we activate 100 affiliates through you, and these affiliates are like, I can't wait to sell Mike Craig supplements, because they're already buying your supplements, right?
Right.
So now they're going to start selling your supplements and you're making sales. But here's what's going to happen. When they're in the Shoply marketplace, they're going to go, wait a second, I want to buy myself some cleaning supplies, or wait a second, I really love that skincare line. I want to talk about that too. If they were to buy those cleaning supplies for themselves, or if they were to sell that skincare product to their sister, because you activated these affiliates, your business is going to get paid for all of those transactions as well. Is that going to be okay with you?
Unbelievable.
Amen. Okay, so gang, I'm just doing some role playing here so you guys can get a taste of an entire method of business that will be inside of Shoply. You won't have to do this method of business unless you want to. You won't have to teach this method of business unless you want to. There will be people who are B2B people that this is where they're going to want to live inside of our business model. And what we made the decision to do, the decision was effective a couple days ago, it will go live next week, is we want to make this idea more official. And how we're doing this is we're making 2 tweaks to a license and the incentive plan for merchant acquisition. So we're going to release next week a brand new license called Merchant Developer. A merchant developer is somebody who does not want to build a team. They're not interested in all that other stuff. They're not going to go get customers. All they want to do is go get merchants. A merchant developer is going to cost $349 for that license. They will receive the benefits of an affiliate manager and an affiliate. However, they cannot go out there and build a team. So it's very specific for people that are B2B. Now, if you're sitting there going, well, what if they want to build a team and get merchants? Does anybody on the panel here want to answer that question? What license do you buy if you want to build a team and get merchants?
Influencer Pro.
Influencer Pro, right? So I don't want you guys to overthink this if you're listening right now. Anyone who's an Influencer Pro is building a team and acquiring merchants, right? If you just go influencer, you cannot acquire merchants. If you buy a merchant developer license, you will only be able to get merchants. Now, how this will work from a financial perspective, they're going to be able to get their store development bonus, which is the 3% of CV off all the sales. We're also going to give them 2 levels of marketplace commissions. Now, I want to give you an explanation as to why they're going to get 2 levels of marketplace commissions. So really quick, I'm going to go whiteboard for a second. If we can pull down the slide. Thank you. Thank you. So here is a merchant developer. Do you remember the entire role play I just did with Mike, activating Mike as an affiliate manager license? That affiliate manager license, it was called Mike Craig Supplements, right? Well, we just activated Mike Craig Supplements from a merchant to an affiliate manager. Well, that would fall on level 1 of this merchant developer. The next thing we did is we went and signed up 100 affiliates for Mike Craig Supplements underneath his affiliate manager license. Well, that's on level 2. So on the second level of this merchant developer, let's call this person Jake so that we can use this as a name. On the second level of Jake is now 100 affiliates buying and selling Mike Craig Supplements and also buying and selling any other product that they want to buy or sell. Now Jake launches another a merchant as an affiliate manager. And I'm going to say that Jake does this 5 times. Now, all of a sudden, Jake has got, 250 affiliates on his second level who are all buying and selling the products of the merchant that activated them. but also buying and selling any other product that they want to in the marketplace. And Jake, the merchant developer, is getting paid off all those affiliates on his second level. Now, I know you guys already know this. If Jake wants to upgrade to an Influencer Pro, he will just upgrade at any time for $500 and he'll become an Influencer Pro, and it would unlock everything else that an Influencer Pro gets, including level 3 through infinity, et cetera, et cetera. So they can upgrade anytime. So I want to repeat this back to you. Jake decides to buy a merchant developer license. He goes and enrolls, I'm going to say in this example, he goes and enrolls 20 merchants. Those 20 merchants are right here. They're connected to Jake right there. But of those 20 merchants, 5 of them decide to launch their own affiliate channel through their customer base. Now Jake has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 affiliate managers on his first level. Those 5 came out of these 20 up here. Now he will still have 20 merchants right here. He also now has 5 affiliate managers that bought an additional license out of these 20. Then what happened is Jake worked with these 5 to launch affiliates off their best customers, and he ended up with 50 here, and he ended up with 30 here, and he ended up with 100 here, and he ended up with 40 here, and he ended up with 80 on the last one. So quick math is 220 plus 70. He's got 290 affiliates on his second level, which is right here. First level, second level. He's got 290 affiliates on his second level that he's getting paid off all the sales and purchases. He's also getting paid 3% of all of the CV generated by all of his merchants. Now remember, that CV is across the entire Shopley company. So when Jake referred Mike Craig Supplements and other people in other teams in other organizations started selling Mike Craig Supplements, Jake's merchant, Jake's taking 3% of all of the CV every month. That's not a new idea. That's an old idea. Remember, we kind of called it's like a royalty. If you bring a merchant to the company, you get kind of like getting a royalty. Now here is the new big idea that's going to be a change on how we pay the monthly subscription for a merchant. Now, currently, there are no merchant subscriptions. So there is nobody's going to be affected by this month. Nobody's going to gain anything and nobody's going to lose anything. Because we decided to give 3 months free to get this thing off the ground and collect as many merchants as possible. However, as soon as these subscriptions kick in, there is a $99 subscription monthly for a merchant. You guys, if you don't remember what that's for, that is for unlimited exposure, driving eyeballs by the tens, hundreds, or thousands to their store for $99 a month. And by the way, once we get the reviews completed and finished, and that I think that's going to be a part of 3.2, where we suck in a store's reviews, we will also be, let me ask you a question as a store owner, if you guys own a store. What is one positive review worth for you? One great, exceptional review. Is it worth $99? Is it worth $50? $25? Is it worth $1,000? Because guys, one of the things that we haven't really been talking about because it wasn't ready yet. And again, it'll be a part of 3.2. Is we as a company are going to drive reviews like crazy. And we might drive a store one good review a month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 great reviews a month. Are you telling me driving 500 unique visitors to your store and 5 great reviews is not worth 99 bucks a month? That's an emphatic hell yes. So let me go back to the how we're going to pay this. Currently, the 99 a month, I'm going to get some more space here. Currently, the 99 a month is split in half. 50%, I'm going to call it 100 because actually we program it as 100. 50% goes to Shopley corporate, and 50% goes to the compensation plan. So it's a 50-50 split. So this, I'm going to call this Shopley corporate. Right now, all subscriptions are paid to the Mac ones and above. What we're going to do, effective again next week, but nobody's going to feel it because this $99 doesn't kick in until January 1st, is we're going to take $40 per month out of the 50, out of this 50 right here. We're going to take $40 and we're going to pay it to the person who gets the merchant. That could be the merchant developer, or it could be an influencer pro. I know some of you guys are saying, what does that mean? Let me tell you what that means. If you were to go get 25 stores, anybody want to do quick math on 25 stores times 40 bucks a month? Okay, nobody? It's $1,000. You now would be making a residual income of $1,000 a month as a base income. As a merchant developer or an influencer pro, you're making $1,000 a month base income residual off your subscription bonus that you're getting for acquiring merchants. Well, let's play this out. If I want to go be a badass and I want to go get 100 merchants times 40 bucks a month, help me. I know this, but I just want some involvement of anybody else. Panel, what does that make me?
Ooh, that's $4,000.
$4,000 a month. Mike, what else do I make on top of this $4,000 a month if I went and got 100 merchants?
Well, yeah, you get percentage of sales.
So you get plus 3% of all the CV of all those stores. And now you get plus, if I'm a merchant developer, 2 levels of activating affiliates through those stores. So the 2-level payout, right? Okay. The big idea here. Go ahead.
Can I make one quick thing? You just got to remember this as I'm looking at this. You're talking about 25 or 100 stores. There's over 4 million stores on Shopify. That's our playground. There's a lot of people out there that would love to be able to go just put merchants on, just grab them on. There'll be people here that are professional, like the professional salespeople that say, I'll do this an hour a day and put on 10 to 15 to 20 a month. And over a year, I'm making 5 to 10 grand a year, or I'm sorry, a month for doing that. I mean, it's like, there's a lot going on here.
Guys, the bottom line is we had to get more intelligent about how we inspired, incentivized, and activated people to go acquire merchants. And there's no doubt about it that this is a significantly more intelligent way to go do this. What does this mean for you if you're an influencer pro? If you're an influencer pro, if you go get 1 merchant, you just paid your subscription. Your $40 a month is now paid for because you're making $40 a month base residual off the merchant that you acquired. You go get 5 merchants, you're making $200 a month base residual. Not counting your commissions for selling products, not counting your commissions for for building a team, not counting your license bonuses. And if you're a Mac 1 and above, not counting your subscription bonus, not counting your check matches, all the other stuff. So I want to see in the Q&A how many guys understand this and love this idea of allowing the person who goes and gets the merchants to receive $40 a month residual income of the 50 to incentivize, activate, and motivate merchant acquisition in mass. I'm going to stop while you guys are sounding off. Let me open up a couple people on the panel. Take it away.
Hey, Nick, I just really want to, reiterate what Mike said there, because if I look at some of the people that, I work with, and when I go to school drop off, I see this as a huge opportunity for stay-at-home mums. I go off to school drop off, I come home, I go to work, I do what I do. But some of those other mums, they'll go home and they're looking for something to do in between those school times. They do all the shopping. So they've built relationships with a lot of these vendors. So all they can go home and invest 1 to 2 hours in reaching out to these vendors, bringing on these vendors. And if you look at that math, just by an hour or two a day bringing those vendors in, they can be earning a couple of $1,000s a week. And they may not want to build a full-time business out of this, but a couple of $1,000s a week helps cover the bills, helps cover school fees. And for a lot of people, that is going to do huge things in a cost of living crisis.
Yeah, look, the way I look at it is, it opens a new avenue to attract a certain type of person. And not everyone, as we were talking about, wants to just sell product. Not everyone wants to go and build a team. But there are a lot of people, and I have, probably a number of my conversations in the last week or so that own agencies, don't have the time to put in to go and build a team, but they're connected to lots of e-com business owners. I've got a lot of people that are heads of masterminds and their communities. And they don't have time to build teams, but they're very well connected to e-com business owners in their circle. And most people are smart business people. If you can learn how to master the art of leverage and making money on money, this is a great play for those type of influential people that do have good contacts but don't necessarily have the time. And with the 3% CV, going to chase those people with that model in the past, you'll have hero businesses that might pop up once in every 50 that, go and do 10, 20, 30, $100,000 a month of sales. But there'll be some that don't do that. So there's no consistency of revenue to build a business case and business model around. This model here now is highly attractive to lots of people. It'll probably be some of our biggest income earners, I believe, will be in this space permanently doing this, because nearly 5 million stores on Shopify, 175 markets, a $1 offer for 90 days, and a product that will allow them the ease for them to come on board in the space of 5 to 10 minutes. It's a great business model and move.
It's true residual, right? It's not BS residual of, hey, I got a product on auto ship. Guys, everybody knows people are going to cancel that product on auto ship in 60 days. Those days are over, right? This is a true residual that a person could go get 100 stores and make a base income of $4,000 a month, but without counting any of the product, without counting the 3% of CV of the sales that all these stores are going to make. Like, this is a huge breakthrough on our business model, and I couldn't be more excited. I'm going to run with some of Craig's math here. There's 5 million stores on Shopify. I think we need 50,000 of them. So I think that's 1%, 0.01. Yep. I want 1% of those stores, 50,000 stores. 50,000 stores divided by 100. We could have 500 people making a full-time income of a base pay of $4,000 a month plus to get, and that would get us to 50,000 stores. So what if we had 1,000 people with 100 stores? We would have 100,000 stores. Now, I had a couple questions that just popped up in the chat box, and I wasn't being facetious. I know it's going to read like I was, so I apologize. Somebody said, "Where do I find Shopify stores?" And I said, "Google." Guys, just type in the words, "Who has a Shopify store?" on the Google machine, and Google will tell you. But here's a more more sophisticated answer for those of you guys who are actually looking at a website. So instead of you're trying to go find Shopify stores, there's a different question, which is, how do I know if a store has Shopify? Those are two different questions. How do I find Shopify stores? Ask Google. How do I know if a store has Shopify? There's actually a website, I believe, that you can use to validate that. Stacy, can you help me with that question?
Yeah, it's called builtwith.com, and you just take the URL for the store. You go to the builtwith.com, put the URL in, and it'll give you the analytics for that store. Scroll down and you'll see e-commerce, and it'll tell you what provider the e-commerce store is and that website
Let's practice it real time. I'm not to
Just on that, Nick,
just-
you want a reason to talk to somebody. You that's your opening line. I saw you've got a great group of products on the platform. Are you built on Shopify? A great ice-breaking question to start the conversation.
And then I'm going to give a third answer here in a second. So the first one is, how do I find stores for Shopify? Google. Second answer, how do I know if a store has Shopify? It's builtwith.com. The third question that you're going to ask is, what if they don't have Shopify? So I'm going to come to there in just a second. We're going to answer the second question right now, which is, how do I know if a store has Shopify? There you go. So did you type in Bell and Capri?
Yes.
Okay.
This is their site.
Could you start over, because you blew through this without any?
It's just their
explanation.
website. So this would be if you're at a store's website and you're looking at their specific stuff and you wanted to find if they have Shopify, you would go to their site themselves. Then you go to builtwith.com, and then under the search bar up here, you just type in their web address. Sometimes it may not take the redirects. You may have to take those off, but let's see if it does it. Bell and Capri, and you scroll down right here to e-commerce, and it shows you Shopify store.
Okay, so said back to you, you just copy and pasted the domain inside of Built With. You
Correct.
scroll down. Okay, so that answers your second question, guys. Now here's the third question. What do I do if somebody does not have Shopify? And the answer to that question is, you're going to refer them directly to your merchant acquisition website. All of you guys have a merchant acquisition website. I don't know what you set your website up as. Everyone's got a different one, but I'm going to show you guys really quickly where this is. So if you're working with a friend of yours, Nick, a friend of mine, they have a beverage company. I love Bloom. Somebody wants to go hunt this down, I'll be the top affiliate for this company. Somebody go get me this company. I want them. If they don't have Shopify, great. We're going to put them on Shopify. How? You're going to refer them to your merchant development website, which is merchants.shopify.com/u. Check this out. I do not have a Shopify account yet. Click here to create one. It's right there. Now we are going to move this right here. We're going to move this to right here in the next version of the site. Maybe it takes a week, I don't know, but I want that to be front and center. I do not have a Shopify website. So now you guys can send somebody to merchants.shopify.com/your user ID to either have them download our app to integrate with them, or if they don't have Shopify, you can send them to your website to start a Shopify account, and then they can come back and sync it back to our app. Pause there for any comments on the 3 ways that you understand how to get a Shopify store. How do I find Shopify stores? Google. How do I find out if somebody's using Shopify? Built With. How do I help somebody get Shopify? Send them to your merchant.shopify.com website. Panel, one or two, if you want to sound off, take it away.
Just a little hack. We're just about to move into to silly season of shopping. So Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas. If you're shopping online for Christmas presents, go to the store owner and say, I'm just about to buy products off your platform. I notice you're on Shopify. If you're on Shoply, I'll buy them off there, like that. So you could actually, when you're doing shopping now, offer the store owner the opportunity to do a $1 trial for 90 days, and you will be their first customer. So they're going to be in profit. You're buying the product anyway. So just a little hack that you could do to help acquire stores.
Thank you, buddy. So guys, we went really deep. I went 40 minutes on merchant acquisition tonight because I had to roll out the new license, help you understand what it meant, help you understand the psychology behind the commissioning, show you guys how and where we get merchants from, etc. But let me finish this part with this comment. None of you ever have to get a store. None of you ever have to get good at acquiring stores. None of you have to know anything that I just said if you don't want to. None of you ever have to try to get a store to become an affiliate manager. None of you have to do any of that. I believe there's a certain type of person in your network who is good at B2B sales, who if you told them, look, I know a way for you to make anywhere from $4 to $7 grand a month, going and giving away Shoply to Shopify stores, and you can make a great residual on this. Here, watch this video. The video explains it. They sign up for $350. You get paid your license bonus. You're getting paid off, a check match on all of their store development bonuses if you're a Mac 1 and above, yada, yada, yada. Okay. As you can tell, we are extremely fired up about repackaging the idea of how we go acquire merchants to give you guys the right tool, the right incentives to go get the right people to go get the stores. Because candidly, gang, we only have a few dozen stores. So we've got to activate the right people to go get us a few hundred and then a few thousand stores. I activated a new store today. I literally sent the guy the link. Within 20 minutes, he had already had his promoter pack up. Not only his store integrated, but a promoter pack created and a promoter pack up. It is literally that simple and that clean. So if we work together to either A, go get the merchants, or B, now go recruit great B2B people to go get the merchants, we can start to fill up this marketplace like crazy. Okay. Let's talk really quickly about the marketplace itself. I was right up until 5 after 8 on the phone with the development team, clicking through the new Shoply.com. I saw things that were buggy that I wasn't thrilled with to go live with tonight. And they asked to have until tomorrow afternoon, in which case I'm going to tell them they have until tomorrow, 8 p.m. I'm going to spend the rest of tonight training you guys on some of the other stuff we're rolling out. And tomorrow at 8 p.m., we're going to launch the new Shoply.com. It is done. It's complete. There was things that were buggy that, again, I didn't love. And I'd rather wait 24 hours to not drive a bunch of you guys into something that you're like, oh, I didn't like this click errored and that click wasn't authorized and this didn't go to the right path. I'd rather wait 24 hours for us as an internal team to go push every button we can, to go clean up everything we need to clean up. But what I am going to do, Stacy, if you just want to do a quick tour of this is what it looks like with different stores that are not real stores. So the prices are going to be fake prices. The commissions are fake commissions. The product are fake products. But this is the exact technology that our stores are going to populate in tomorrow once we go live. So tomorrow, across the top, there will be different products floating. These products are products from our merchants, and they're scrolling across the screen, and you'll be able to click on one of those products. Go ahead and click on one, and it will take you directly to that product, and you'll be able to buy, share, etc., that product right from the header of them going back and forth. If you guys look in the upper right-hand corner here, you may need to zoom in, y'all, on your screen. You see that this is a $750 skateboard. This is fake. Remember that there is a QV of 510, a CV of 168, and a direct bonus or cash rebate of $170. What does this mean? It means if you were to if you were to buy that snowboard for yourself, you would get a cash rebate back of $170.84 tax-free, because it's a cash rebate on your own purchase. That's, guys, what a Rewards Plus customer or any one of our promoters would get if they purchased that snowboard. If I'm an affiliate promoter or above, and I choose to sell that snowboard, so scroll down if you can, Stace, and show the copy button. See that copy button right there? That's your link to sell that snowboard right now. So you would copy that link. You'd go to your Instagram Live. You'd talk about this new snowboard that you're so excited to represent. You tell them to click the link now to swipe up to buy or whatever. You now have a direct link to sell the snowboard anywhere you want to sell the snowboard and make $170 direct bonus per transaction. That concept that I just defined is true of every single product inside of the entire marketplace. You'll be able to buy that product and get a cashback rebate, or sell that product and receive a direct bonus that is listed right there in the upper right-hand corner. Now, check this out. If Stacy goes to the upper right-hand corner and clicks on USD, she can change that to euros. And now all of a sudden, we can see real time how much this costs in euros. Or she can click it and change it to Aussie dollars. Now, that just immediately got changed to Australian dollars, and it's real time, guys. This is tracking the real time conversion from USD to any other currency worldwide. Do you know how freaking awesome, advanced, epic, badass, and like that is so much beyond any other startup company? It blows my mind that we've got real-time conversion to US dollars to any other dollar, and it does the commissions, the CV, the QV, all real time. Give it up for our devs, because it does that across every single product on the platform. Okay, that was a rant to show you guys how our products would work, how you would share it, how to convert it, how to make money as a rebate, how to make money as a direct bonus. Let me bring on the panel. A couple panelists, hop in. Let's go ahead and pull down the screen.
Looks, yeah, you go.
Go ahead, Craig.
Mark. You go.
All right, I'll go quick. So I get excited about this because, like I said before, the value is in the platform. That's right. So it's like when other people see the value in the platform and what's possible to reside on the platform, because people that want to play on the platform can be people that are merchants, people that are affiliates, influencers, people that want to make money, people that have built networks before, or people that are purchasing. It has something for everybody. You can now see it. That's why I get so excited about the platform itself. Regardless of the products that are on it, that's irrelevant. The platform does what it's supposed to do, and that will bring all the people there. Now, I'm also going to speak to you from a of a merchant's perspective, because I am one. I'm excited about this because it's hard as a merchant to go get customers. So to have a team of people and an ecosystem of people that are designed to go drive whatever it is that I have on my Shopify store, and to drive that to their networks is and looking at it the way I'm seeing it on the screen right now, it's super clean. It's intuitive, and I don't have to go I don't have to go sell this. It's very black and white. It is what it is, and the rewards are there. So I mean, it looks amazing.
We'll take one more.
Yeah, look, I think like it just looks slick, sharp, does look like a world-class, e-commerce marketplace. Our version 1 and 2, like we can beat ourselves up, but Amazon was a book for a long time, and now it is what it is. And the mobile 1.0 was a brick, and now it is what it is. But this is really, really slick and world class, and you'll be proud to just pull your phone out and say, you buy this on Shoply, look at the products here, and it'll actually look world class. And I just think that we have the ecosystem and the functionality to create the shopping revolution. As I said to a prospect yesterday, all we need to do now is the work and find the stores, find the people, and get the platform to the market, and the rest will be history. So the main part of the whole thing is the actual product, which is the platform, and that is, that's a big tick.
Stacey, let's go ahead and pull up really quickly. Back to the marketplace. So again, tomorrow we're going to have this populated with our stores and our products. And I just want to kind of show you guys, if we zoom out really quick, or maybe that's me that needs to zoom out. Hang on. Okay, let me zoom out on my end. There we go. Okay, so go ahead and scroll down. So guys, you'll have your top product categories. You'll have newest products that just populated inside the marketplace. We're also going to add newest stores. Newest stores might be 3.1 though, but I don't think that's going to be for tomorrow. Go ahead and click into one of the categories if you want. So you click into, I don't know if furniture would have anything in there, maybe not. Click on, click out of furniture. Click into something normal. Clothing, makeup, beauty. Okay, well, in ours, this will populate. If anybody has listed any makeup or beauty or any bathroom products, it will populate those products inside of that category. You also have a search function at the top. You also have a explore. Click the explore. Sorry, I know we didn't practice this. On the explore side, I believe there was. I'm trying to find. There's a search function with where you can search for price, by price, etc. It might not be in the dev version. So in either case, guys, we've got a real marketplace. It's slick, it's clean. Again, you're in a dev workplace right here. This is what it will look like tomorrow with our products, with our stores. I'm so proud of the team for what they put together and the speed at what they put it together. It'll only get more advanced. It will only get better. There you go. It'll only get sexier. So this is her now clicking into a store. So from a product, go backwards one click. So at the top there, she clicked into that store. So this is how this is now all products from that particular store. So you guys get the idea. So we've made some serious ground up here in design, functionality, technology. Now, as you guys know, anyone that's an influencer or influencer pro since September 2nd, you all have a $300 promoter pack, I guess, redeemable coupon, if you will. And we are going to allow you until the rest of the year to redeem that coupon. The reason why is because we want you to be comfortable that there was the right store with the right product category that aligned with you for the purchase that you wanted to make. And I'll give you guys just like a for example here. So for example, here's, the first, whatever, 6 to 10 promoter packs that are listed back in the back office. So if somebody wanted to, you can see they're all $300, $300, $300, $300, $300. But if you were more interested in coffee, you want to see his insufficient balance. If you are a promoter since September 2nd, this would say that you had a $300 credit right here. So if you wanted Bell and Capri skincare, if you wanted to grab the coffee, if you wanted Simpler Health, if you wanted Mayella Wellness Pack Daily Ritual Pack, if you wanted, Visalis Shakes, you wanted a 6-pack of that. If you wanted his and her collection, you get the idea, right? So we got vendors every day that are populating a promoter pack. It is as simple as after you buy your license, you'll just go to your dashboard, you'll click on promoter pack, and you redeem it whenever you're ready to redeem it. And if you guys saw how simple, sexy, and easy it is for our actual vendors now to build the promoter pack, 2 weeks ago, a little bit more complicated. Today, it's just like click, 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 click. It tells them the value to build the promoter pack over $300. Once they get past $300, they can complete it. Once it's completed, it populates into your back office as a promoter pack that you can redeem. You will have your promoter pack coupon available until the end of the year so that you don't feel like you're forced to buy a promoter pack that didn't align with one that you wanted to buy right now in this minute. So come tomorrow. When we go live at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, you will be able to redeem your promoter pack credits tomorrow night if you want to. If you don't want to, you could wait a week, you could wait a month, you could wait till December 31st. What's the advantage of waiting? There's going to be more stores to choose from. What's the disadvantage of waiting? You have no product in hand. You're not shooting any videos. You're not making any, you're not doing an unboxing video. You don't have any content to talk about. You don't have a story. You don't have a testimony. So all those are reasons why you shouldn't wait, but we're going to leave it up to you. Pause right there for anybody from the panel that wants to add.
One thing really quick, Nick, and I don't know if you can actually click in it or if it's broken right now. When you look at the packs that he showed, when you click on the actual pack itself, it takes you to another pop-up screen that shows you all of the different products that populate that specific pack. Then on that, you can actually click on each product and view each product. So it's very, very comprehensive in terms of you being able to view what is in those packs, yep, exactly. So you can see everything that's in there, what's the value, what's the amount that you're getting, and as like a deal, because the pack is 300, it's actually a retail price of $414, and then you get those 4 things within that pack. So it's a really, really easy, intuitive way for you guys to be able to navigate, and then for your people to come in and choose what they want as well. So they did an amazing job of building this portion out.
I need some funds. I got insufficient funds. So, somebody give me a product credit. Okay, I want to point out this too. Check this out. She's also giving you on Bell and Capri an additional 28% off. So she's giving you, looks like $414 worth of product for $300. Mike, worth referencing here, she listed the ambassador package as one product. Had she put those all separately, it would allow people to see all 15 of the products. So it actually shows that there's only 4 products here, but there's actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like 19 products with this one. So might be something she wants to make a change on. Let's go and click on Mayella here. Here's a good example. 26% savings on this one. Here's the 6 different products that she's willing to give you. This one actually has multiple products inside of it as well. This one's got multiple products. So this is such a cool idea, guys. Imagine a future here where you've got a team all over the world, in countries all over the world, who sign up as an influencer pro, immediately go click on a promoter pack, have 35 different companies to choose from, redeem their promoter pack in the country of Brazil with a company that is Brazilian, with products that are localized there, in language that's localized there, shipping from a company that ships from there, and you're building a team in Brazil while simultaneously doing the same thing in Australia, in Italy, in America, in Argentina. This idea is the best idea in the business, period, end of story. We got to go hard as a group of leaders. We got to go hard to go fill up the marketplace and to go find people that want to launch countries, not people that want to spectate, not people that want to be, oh, let me wait to see what they do next, not people that want to be negative, not people that want to be cheerleaders. We want everybody, but that's not going to launch the best idea on the planet. Cheerleaders and spectators are not going to launch the best idea on the planet. We need people that want to go to work, people that want to grind, people that want to recruit, people that want to sell, people that want to promote, people that want to talk, people that want to share, people that want to be loud, people that want to be out there. Well, Nick, great, I got it. It's not the right time for you. But we can't sit here and kid ourselves that this is going to be a known idea unless we go do the work. We've got the best idea in the world in the direct selling space now with a product that can deliver on that vision. Now it's up to us to go do the work to make sure that that product is seen and that vision is known. Because without us doing the work, it's just another amazing idea that the world never knows about. It's better, it's bigger than that. An amazing idea that came from a piece of paper, that came from a whiteboard, that came from a mind to a whiteboard, to a PDF document, to a product. We have a real product that works, that looks good, that's sexy, that, get this, only gets better. You know the beautiful thing about the product being software? If I launch a product that's a physical, tangible product, and it's this tape right here, and the first version of it doesn't stick very well, I've got to throw 10,000 of these in the trash can. Oh, here, I'll tell you a story. As you guys know, I had the largest meal replacement shake in the world at one point. Did you know at one point I had to throw $20 million of shake in a landfill, retail value, $20 million of Canadian shake into a landfill. Why? Because they put the wrong aluminum on the inside of the package, the wrong foil, excuse me, so all of it spoiled. Smelled like spoiled milk when you opened the bag. Do you know how hard that is to correct? Do you know how easy it is to make software better? Do you know how easy it is to launch 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, and then 4.0? I mean, it's not easy, but if the tape don't stick, you're done. I told everybody a year ago, it doesn't matter how effective, sexy, or ineffective and unsexy this first version of the website is. Every software company's, do you remember Facebook's first version at Harvard? I don't think you saw it. Do you remember Amazon's first version selling a book? Our first version, no thank you. But we had to have a first version. Our second version, by contrast, you were happy. But in reality, our third version is a real product. In 2 weeks, we launched 3.1. What does that mean? More features, better functionality. That will be on November 1st. On November 15th, we launched 3.2, more features, more functionality. On December 1st, we launched 3.3. From there, we spend the next 4 months building out 4.0. And you know what a bunch of you guys are going to do? Well, I'm just going to wait to see what 3.1 is. I'll get started when 3.3 is done. Once 4.0 is rolled out, then I'm going to get started. No, you're not. No, you're not. You've been saying the same thing about everything in your life that you've been avoiding for years. The same thing about your finances, the same thing about starting a business, the same thing about working out, the same thing about your fitness, the same thing about your personal growth, personal development, the same thing about playing guitar, the same thing about your relationships, the same thing about the shed out back that you were going to clean, the same thing about the junk drawer. All right, I got a junk drawer. Everybody's got the junk drawer. Okay. But at what point does it shift from, oh, once they got blank, that's when I'm going to get started, to, holy crap, I'm going to be the leader of this company. I'm going to be the leader of this company. And what I heard Mike and Craig say earlier was we're delivering a product tomorrow, that you're going to be proud of. We delivered a product a couple of weeks ago for acquiring merchants that I'm damn proud of. And that's just the first version of acquiring merchants. All of this will only get better. Will you? Will you get better? Will your work ethic get better? Will your engagement get better? Will your skills get better? Will your promotions get better? Will your sales get better? Tomorrow, we're going to train you. We're going to show you the new marketplace, but we're going to train you on all of your new go.shoply.com, shoply.com marketplace, go.shoply.com. Those are your sales funnels. We're going to roll out a new version of go.shoply.com. And we're going to teach you guys the different sales funnels. It's not all complete yet, but the first part of it is, the next variation is, and we're going to keep improving on it in the next couple of weeks. And we're going to train you how to go get as many affiliates as possible. Guys, here's our business model in closing if you missed it. You as an influencer, an influencer pro, you are tasked to go recruit. That's what you do. That's why you're an influencer pro or an influencer. And you're either going to go recruit affiliates who are going to go represent these stores and go get customers, or you're going to go recruit Rewards Plus customers who are going to buy for themselves, and or you're going to recruit merchant developers who are going to go get stores, and always you're going to recruit other influencer pros who want to build a team with you. But don't get, as the kids would say, don't get it twisted. You are here to recruit. You want me to make it sound nicer? You're here to share. You're here to share your thoughts about building a freaking dynamic business that you can retire your family with. And that's going to take recruiting and selling and presenting and all those words that people try to change with fluffy words. Share. We're going to share. No, you're going to, okay, got it. You're going to sell the thing? No, I'm going to share it. Okay. Cool. But influencers and influencer pros, you signed up to recruit and sell and present. So let's start doing it. I feel like there's a whole chat going on behind my back. I see all these smirks. I feel like there's an internal chat of the.
I promise there isn't, Nick. We're all sitting back, and sometimes when you're out there talking to people and telling them, okay, it's time to draw the line in the sand and get things moving, sometimes we also need that slap in the face. So for me, I'm sitting back and you're inspiring me too to go, you know what? I can do more. And I think that's where every one of us right now need to be looking. We joined this movement for a reason. And now, more than ever, is the time for us to draw that line in the sand and get our butts into gear and get out there and do what we need to do. And, we're not smirking at you, Nick. I'm sitting here going, you know what? I needed that kick in the backside too, because if there's one thing, I know that I am absolutely ready for this, and I am so excited, and I just can't wait for the world to see what we see in this. And that's exciting.
Thank you. And guys, if somebody can bring me this company that you shouldn't give me caffeine. If you give me caffeine, I don't know if I'll sleep the rest of the night, but I drank an energy drink before this call and I'm sweating and I'm yelling, I'm on fire. Let's go. Closing thoughts from the rest of the team here. Tomorrow, we're going to demo Go.Shoply. We're going to demo Shoply.com, both of those. Closing thoughts from the team here.
I'm smirking because I know you, and I know that bloom must be really good. So I will find that company. Yeah. So no, I'm excited because I'm excited that
What's the website, Stacy? Built with?
Bloom.com, I think. I have them in my fridge. I love them.
No,
Built
but did you
with,
go to
yeah.
Built with to see if they're on Shopify?
No, I'll
yet?
do it right now.
Okay.
I'll do it right now.
It's a race, Mike. Sorry to cut you off.
I'm excited because you're excited, and I can tell you, and I can tell everybody out there. I've known Nick for many years, and so I know when he gets giddy. I know when he gets excited. I know what usually comes next, and those are very exciting times. And so, guys, take a little comfort in that, but don't be too comfortable. Once again, this is a platform. I'm giddy because there is a platform that's worthy of talking about. It's worthy of opening up your mouth. And tomorrow you're going to be able to show people this is what this platform is. Let's go populate the platform. So I'm excited. Let's go. Let's get it done.
Yeah, look, I think from my perspective, and Nick mentioned, don't wait to version 3.1, 3.2 and all that. They're just tweaks, they're enhancements, and they'll be forever coming. Like the real important thing is the integration works well with Shopify. The look and feel looks phenomenal. You can get brands on, you can sell products, you can build your business, even if Shoply 3.1, 3.2, all the way up to 3.4 didn't happen. We have a phenomenal product, and which is a platform to now really build, scale, and grow a business to the size that you want with the way that you want to do business, B2B, selling products, building teams, bringing your own brand, doing everything. We have it all in one. And, I still maintain my first comment when I heard about the big idea. This is a shopping revolution, something that's never been done before. We'll build an army of cashback rewards customers. We'll build an army of people that just want to sell product. We'll find those B2B people, and I'm excited for us to tick over our first 1,000 vendors and then 2,000 vendors, and we might even have a competition or a mission towards our first 1,000 vendors. But it's super exciting.
Yeah, there's safety, right, in waiting, and there's safety sometimes in it being someone else's responsibility. And the way that I look at it right now is we're a track team, and Nick has just handed the baton to us. If you're on the field, you're running. If you're not, you go sit in the stands. And so you have to decide, am I on the track and am I running? And did the baton just get passed to me? Well, you got to run, you got to go. And that's where we're all at. And that's essentially what has happened is we've been waiting for the baton to get passed because we've been waiting on the tech to get built, for the marketplace to go live, for everything to be built. And as soon as that happens and as soon as that takes place, we got to go. And that's where we're all at. So who can you talk to? Who can you get on a Zoom with one of your leaders? Who can you get in front of a tool? There are more than enough things for all of us to be able to open our mouths and start talking to people with the new merchant development member type. That gives you guys another category, another place to funnel people if they're business, if they're influencers, if they have never wanted to get into network marketing. It's an amazing tip of the arrow conversation. It is a great way to help someone utilize their business network to then kind of toe step, whatever the way, into a company like this. And I think there will be some people that do amazing things with that. So there's enough here and enough different ways to initiate conversations with anyone you know. I think it's just up to us to go out and do that.
We were side chatting, but that's only because Stacy and I had a conversation earlier today where I was like, okay, we need to get Zoom started next week. We have no more excuses. I know we've been busy like in the trenches or whatever, but I was still like, okay, we need to get on Zooms. And I was like, oh my God, he's reading our mind. But is he in our chat? Oh no, delete it. I'm just kidding. I think for me, I'm a little newer, and I know that Nick talked to my husband and I for a long time about Shoply, and we were like, yep, maybe, no, I don't see it. But I think for my husband, what really clicked was the merchant developer, because for me, working in affiliate channels and influencer programs for celebrity brands, and I think people don't understand this, to launch your own affiliate channel costs $50,000 a year minimum. If you want to do it right, with the right payment systems, with the right tracking, with making sure that the 1099s are in and you're not going to get sued and you're not going to have to give away $10,000 in free product, which I've done personally and gotten $2 back in commissions. Like, I think that license alone is such a no-brainer entry point for everyone that owns a Shopify store. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that anyone wouldn't do it. And so I think, yeah, like, we're definitely, to get my husband excited again was good. I voluntold him he had to go get 100 stores, but I think, now he'll go do it. But I think understanding that the cost of what we have is so low for the value of what we get in the real world, not in network marketing, but in the actual SaaS business, tech business, what we have our hands on is actually pretty extraordinary cost-wise, that I don't see how everyone wouldn't just say yes.
Thank you
And
for
I'll go
sharing. And
to-
Karen, I'm going to give you appropriate introduction tomorrow. I don't know if you're going to speak tonight, but for tomorrow before you roll out, I'm going to go give you an appropriate introduction. Fair enough?
Yeah, I'll write it. I'll give it to you. No, I'm just kidding.
Can you send me the notes? Thanks.
Yeah, I'll send
Guys,
you.
for time's sake, we went long tonight. Hopefully, you guys all hung in there for the most part, almost everybody to the end. I love you guys. I appreciate, I'm grateful for you guys. I hope I wasn't too rough tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to roll out the new Go.Shoply. We're going to roll out the new Shoply.com. And hopefully you guys love the new process around merchant developers, because I believe it's going to be, I believe we finally have, we got a Rubik's Cube. And we're just trying to get the colors lined up, the colors lined up, the colors lined up. And I think we really lined up the colors to activate, motivate, and compensate merchant developers to go get those stores. All right, gang, have a great night. We'll talk in 24 hours.